What's going on, YouTube? It's real, recognize real, and it only gets realer from here. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there, gang, and all other zodiac signs. And also want to give a shout out to all my 3-3s, my 2-2s, my 2-2-2s, and my 3-3-3s, my 7-7-7s. Shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification to be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. So today I'm going to be talking about Pisces and sleeping, okay? So here, have you ever wondered why a Pisces can't sleep? Now, it's not just about staying up late. It's overthinking, emotions, dreams, intuition, and a mind that would, never seems to turn off. So I'm going to break it down for y'all today. Now, the very first thing is overthinking. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Pisces oftentimes, now this go for Pisces men and women. And see, with Pisces and the overthinking, it could be situations where Pisces replay conversations over and over, wondering if they said the wrong thing, if they said the right thing, concerning their day, based off of, what went down, what didn't go, what didn't go down, what was not said. And it's almost like Pisces, like your brain won't shut the hell up. You might feel like that. It could be if somebody replied to you, Pisces, they simply say like, okay. And then the Pisces might, start to ask themselves or think to themselves, oh, they must hate me now because, of the reply. Now, a Pisces oftentimes may lose sleep over something that wasn't even a problem. And that's why you got to write down the facts instead of assuming the worst, Pisces. Another reason why Pisces can't seem to sleep is because they're absorbing everyone's energy all the time. So here, oftentimes a Pisces can, soak up the emotions in the room or the people around them. So it can feel like other people may have your vibe messed up, Pisces, to the point where, everybody at work is stressed. Now the Pisces feels stressed too. And this type of emotional weight can, carry to the point where it's not even yours, Pisces. So I oftentimes suggest that you take breaks, Pisces, set boundaries, and spend time recharging. Now, the next one I have is vivid dreams. Here, Pisces, you often have active imaginations and memorable dreams. And it could be a dream that you dreamed that was just too real. Maybe it might feel like you were operating in a dream where you was thinking of such things and they were actually manifesting in your dream as you caught it. You could have a dream about an old friend, wake up thinking that, wow, how things used to be. You could be reminiscing, or you could be, confusing dreams with reality as you've been thinking about that person throughout the day. Now, another thing to combat this will be to, just treat the dreams as reflections, not predictions. Another thing is Pisces, you could be simply, living in fantasy. So here, sometimes a Pisces can imagine the perfect outcome before it happens. And then let's say it could be a situation where Pisces, you're planning you're planning a wedding, and then all of a sudden, you may go on that one good date already, naming the kids and getting ahead of yourself, only to be disappointed when reality doesn't match your expectation, Pisces. So I always recommend enjoy the moment instead of rushing ahead mentally, Pisces. Now, another thing is Pisces, you may be being too nice. And this could keep you up because Pisces, you oftentimes may struggle to say no because you might not want to hurt someone's feelings. And you may oftentimes say or favorite the phrase, I got you, even when you're exhausted. Now, here, when you start to say yes to everyone, you're going to get burnt out. And what we call this is people pleasing. Now, how to fix this, Pisces, all you got to do is remember that saying no does not make you selfish. Now, the next thing I'm going to be talking about is escaping reality. When you're overwhelmed, Pisces, sometimes you may distract yourself with entertainment or daydreaming because you might have the type of melancholy, attitude towards it, because you might say, well, hey, I'll deal with it tomorrow, as if you're not taking it seriously. Now, where things could get wild is during the times of, binges, because that will show instead of handling the problem itself. So you wouldn't want to do this, Pisces, because the issue will end up growing bigger. Now, how to fix this? All you will have to do is handle one small task before taking a break. Another thing that keeps a Pisces up is trusting too easily. Here, Pisces often want to, believe the best in people. For most Pisces want to see the potential in others. Now, they may give people oftentimes the benefit of the doubt, which you may hear a Pisces, say, they seem cool. I really like this person. And this can make you overshare, overtrust, and open up and become more vulnerable. And this will make you get taken advantage of, Pisces. So that's why I said, you don't want to share information too quickly. Now, one thing you want to do is let the trust build over time before you open up, Pisces. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is you, Pisces, being the emotional sponge. See, so here you could carry other people's problems as if they were your own. You might feel drained. You might start, listening to everybody's problems all day long and not having someone to vent your problems to. So this can make you feel emotionally exhausted. Now, the crazy thing about it is, always remember, it's okay to support others without taking responsibility for fixing everything. Now, you might also not be able to sleep because you have those late night thoughts, where many Pisces oftentimes report that their minds become the busiest at night. So think of a restaurant that's busy at a certain time when the lunch rush comes. Well, this is different, but at the same time, to the detriment of what that looks like or feels like. So a Pisces might, ask themselves, why is my brain acting like this at 2 a.m.? So you could start to, think about something embarrassing from years ago that could keep you up all night where you can't sleep. So my solution to this would be to, create a relaxing bedtime routine and limit, stimulating activities before bed. Now, another thing that keeps a Pisces up is feeling misunderstood. So Pisces oftentimes can feel others, that don't fully understand them or what they are trying to express, which can be frustrating. So a Pisces can, feel that nobody gets me. And then at the same time, you may try to explain your feelings, Pisces, but think that nobody is listening. Now, my solution to this would be that, say directly what you need instead of hoping people will figure it out. And I understand that, withdrawing instead of communicating is not the wisest or smartest idea. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is thinking about your past, Pisces, which this could keep you up at night, because Pisces, you can, replay those old memories, trying to figure out what, could have been done differently. You could have felt that, man, I should have said this instead of that. You could be just lying in bed thinking about an argument from 3 years ago. And what you don't want to do, Pisces, because if you do so, it's almost like you're keep reopening those emotional wounds. So my solution would be to accept that the past can't be changed, only learn from. Now, another thing that keeps you up at night, Pisces, and allows you to not sleep is feeling everybody's pain. So here, a Pisces oftentimes empathize deeply with people around them. So here, you might have that type of feeling that, hey, I hate seeing people hurt. And, let's say a friend is having a bad day, and now a Pisces can't stop thinking about it because something in you, Pisces, might just want to heal your friend. And see, you can experience sleepless nights over problems that aren't even there or your own. So when it comes to the solution, I recommend that, support others without carrying their burdens home with you. Now, another thing that keeps Pisces up at night is waiting for closure. So a Pisces, like, emotional loose ends tied up. So when it comes to, hey, I just need answers, I want to clear my head, then all of a sudden someone ghosts you, Pisces. So months later, you're probably still wondering why they did that, but it allows you to not be able to move on. So my solution would be, create your own closure when answers never come. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about that keeps a Pisces up is spiritual curiosity. So here, a Pisces oftentimes may enjoy, exploring spiritual ideas and life's deep questions. But you could even have the vibe to the situation by, telling yourself that everything happens for a reason. But you got to be careful because you can end up researching, spiritual topics at 2 a.m., breaking your sleep cycle, and then all of a sudden you accidentally stay awake until morning time like I am now. So my solution to that would be to save the deep rabbit holes for the daytime hours. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is imaginary conversations. And see, this could keep Pisces up at night. And Pisces, you may oftentimes rehearse conversations in your head. So you might feel like, hey, given the chance, if it happens again, next time I'm going to say this, that, and the other. But even if you win the argument, it's only going to be in your imagination because worst case scenario, mind never relaxes because you're thinking about all these different things when you should be sleeping. So my solution would be to write your thoughts down, then let it go afterwards. Another thing that keeps Pisces up at night is the fear of hurting people. So Pisces doesn't like to disappoint others. And you might feel, Pisces, like, hey, I don't want to make nobody mad. So you keep saying yes when they mean no. That could be something, that you may have a bad habit of, Pisces. So this could lead to burnout. And my only solution for this would be to set healthy boundaries. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about that could keep a Pisces up is too much empathy. And remember, I said if you misuse the empathy, it could work against you. So I'm going to give you guys a few examples. Pisces sometimes, feels guilty even when they did nothing wrong. Why? Because a Pisces might be second guessing, what just happened by saying maybe it was my fault. But then that can make a Pisces apologize first. And then even if the Pisces didn't do nothing wrong. So worst case scenario, it could carry unnecessary guilt behind it. And as a result, my solution would be to separate compassion from responsibility. Now, the next thing that keeps a Pisces up at night is watching the clock. So here, the more a Pisces realize that they aren't asleep, the more anxious they become. So it could be a situation like, damn, it's already 3 a.m. And then a Pisces could, start checking the clock every 10 minutes. And then worst case scenario, it can make it even harder to fall asleep. So my solution would be to, turn the clock away and focus on relaxing instead. Another thing that keeps Pisces up at night is creativity at night. And see, sometimes when you're alone or when you're bored, you can, totally focus on your goals and things that you want to accomplish regarding, creativity. So ideas can oftentimes, seem to flow when everything else is quiet. But then a Pisces can feel like, well, damn, if that's the case, then why why are my best ideas coming at bedtime? So you might start, wanting to plant a business, and then all of a sudden, you might find yourself doing this at midnight, not during the daytime hours. So worst case scenario, you end up staying awake, chasing inspiration. But as a solution, how to fix this, my solution would be to keep a notebook nearby. Just jot down, the ideas and return to sleep. That way you give yourself time to do both, but just set a limit. Now, another thing that keeps a Pisces up at night is waiting for a text. Doesn't matter who it's from, because a Pisces can become emotionally invested in communication. So a Pisces can feel like, well, damn, maybe they'll text me. So if a Pisces, keeps checking the phone instead of sleeping, this could become a distraction and cost the Pisces, nap time, or sleep time. So if you end up, turning one missed message into an all-night worry session, this could be the case. Now, my solution to it would be to, put the phone away before bed. Remember that not every delayed reply has a hidden meaning. Now, like, comment, share, subscribe, you guys. If you're a Pisces and this video resonated, smash the like button, and don't forget to click that bell notification. Don't forget to get the membership so you can get the priority when I go live, because that's going to be changing to a subscriber only situation soon. So that's something to tune in. Also, one thing about Pisces, like I mentioned, you're experienced here, but like I say, let me know in the comments which one describes you the most, of which I mentioned. Don't forget to like. And another thing is, hit the notification bell, which I said, and then just know that it's real, recognize real, and it only gets realer from here. Thanks for watching.